Hello everybody and welcome to Jurassic World Evolution. Now this is a game based on Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and all that sort of thing, and you've got a lovely park full of dinosaurs. You've got to just basically try and manage them, make sure they don't eat each other, make sure they don't eat any people, and that's about it. So there's going to be a rather, well, not too lengthy, but it's full of talking cutscenes, so I'm going to shut up for a second and let you guys watch it.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
No T-Rexes then. So this is our wonderful park. Doesn't it look pretty?
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab.
Hammond Creation Lab.
We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
We haven't got any dinosaurs yet, so we've got this big old pen here.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Path not connected, so we'll connect up away path.
You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths in the power grid.
It's already in the power grid.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Yeah, I realised I probably did that a bit quickly. So you click on the Hammond Creation Lab, you click on the hatching bay, you incubate your dinosaur, you click on Struthiomimus, and you incubate.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Okay, Struthiomimus. Out you come. Oh, aren't you beautiful?
It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Well done. Okay, so we now have this lovely dinosaur. But I'm just going to escape out of there. And I imagine that we'll have another quest to do soon. Possibly. Maybe. Haha.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
I think... because I've previously done science and entertainment. I've never done a security contract before, so I'm going to do a security contract now with you guys. They've done a little bit of
This
playtesting.
is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
No, we cannot. Okay, so I will accept your $250,000
Contracts
prize.
can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
Okay, sounds good to me. So we need an expedition center. We are a little bit limited as to where we can put it within this green circle, apparently. And I can just use my Z and X keys to rotate. It never quite rotates where you want it to rotate. Probably about there is the best I can do. Perfect.
So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Very well. I will remember this. The divisions will take it personally if I don't give them enough attention. So I need to kind of round robin exactly what I'm doing there. So,
Well done. And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
oh, if you want a sarcasm fight, you have picked the wrong person to have it with. I promise you right now, dude. Okay, so help, island management. Ooh, transmission incoming. Too much going on. Oh.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
I reckon I can do that for 1,000,000 buckaroonies. Edmontosaurus. So,
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
right.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Okay, so the Expedition Center can send dig teams around the
The
world.
Expedition Center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino
Like he said.
fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Okay, so the Expedition Center can send dig teams around the world to find new dinosaur fossils. Select a dig site to start an expedition there with an available dig team. The Expedition Center will display an icon when it's ready to send out a new dig team. So, have an icon there so I can view the expedition map. I'm looking for Edmontosaurus, which is a Canadian dinosaur. 60,000.
Good. Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the Fossil Center for extraction.
Okay, so I can use the tabs up here actually to go to the fossil center. And it looks like I have Ceratosaurus. I do have a
Your
bit
job
of...
is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
Sounds like a clicker game to me. So I can extract fossils to build genomes for each dinosaur.
Lets you extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Dude, say all your stuff at once, please. Don't leave gaps and then interrupt me. Thank you very much. Okay, so extract fossils to build genomes for each dinosaur. Viable genomes allow you to create dinosaurs at the Hammond Creation Lab. And expeditions sometimes bring back extra finds that can be sold for longer. So it looks to me like we already have a bit of an Edmontosaurus. Can't say it. Can't say any of these things. Seriously, do paleontologists just sit there and think, how can I make this word really difficult for everybody else to pronounce so I can seem like I'm smart? I think that's what they do in that exact voice. Okay, so we are extracting, we're trying to get this Edmontosaurus up to 50%. I don't think we'll be able to do that with just one fossil, which is why I've sent the expedition team out. So that we can get a couple more fossils and hopefully be able to make a lovely Edmontosaurus. 2%, 3%. Extract DNA, 10,000. No, we don't want to do that yet. Just want the Edmontosaurus at the moment. So we still have a little bit of genome to go, but the Expedition Centre, hopefully, they're less than a minute remaining on that, so that's really good. Let's see if there's any other missions we can take in the meantime, or whether we're not allowed to take more yet. Gen database, research, fossils, control center, finances, contracts. Ah, request contract. Oh, it looks like I don't have any I'm allowed at the moment. Oh, I can request a new contract, actually. I can. So we could say go with the entertainment guy.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
I'm not entirely sure why he's saying warm bodies instead of people, but we'll go with that. 100,000 for that particular contract. So complete a sequence. Extract new DNA in the fossil center to increase a dinosaur genome to at least 50%. Oh, well, we've already got a contract for thing for that, for the Edmontosaurus.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Well, we now have these extra Edmontosaurus genomes, which should, hopefully this one should be enough to get us just over the 50% mark, which is great, because that's 2 contracts that I'll get for that. Woohoo! Okay, I've got 20 seconds on that. I can't be bothered waiting 20 seconds. No chance. Let's see if there's any other contracts to take, because I think we're going to need some more. So, request contracts. New contract, please. Oh, less than 1 minute until next... Oh, right, so it's a bit of a timer on that. That's alright, though. I can wait a minute. Edmontosaurus has been done. So we need to release one.
Next, you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond Creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Okay.
Wow, keep this up and the sky's the limit.
Let's incubate our Edmontosaurus then. This is playing in a very different way to how it played when I tested. Because when I tested, I got to make a carnivore first. Which is quite interesting. Incubate and release at Hammond Creation Lab at Edmontosaurus, and then construct an ACU center and research an item from The research center, ACU reload 1.0. Okay, so you're a herbivore, so we can release you. I know a lot of people are going to be like trying to make this all really interesting and have all the dinosaurs fight each other and stuff. With me, no, that's not going to happen. So I believe the Edmontosaurus will live okay with my existing little dude. But if we get any carnivores, we're going to need to try and arrange the fencing in such a way that it gets kept inside. So look, they're all happy. Let's see if they interact okay. They seem alright. Looks very similar to the other one. Yep, they seem fine together. That's good. They're all just running around in their pen. So what I will need to do, as I say, before any carnivores get let out here, we will need to make them like their own little carnivore pen. It'll have to go all the way down to the water. We'll try and make it nice for them. But we'll try and make sure that all the herbivores are out of the way. It looks like he's run straight off to the forest though. So definitely I'm going to need to make like a carnivore bit. So we've got Struthiomius over here. Struthiomius over here. Oh, we've got two. Did I... I thought I was supposed to be doing an Edmontosaurus. Did I do the wrong one? I think I did. Oh my goodness. I'm an idiot. Oh well, it's never hurts to have more dinosaurs, right? And Struthiomius. No, not Struthiomius. Struthiomimus, isn't it? They're happier with more of them, so, you know, that's okay. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. Sorry, guys. Not a bad one, though. At least I didn't accidentally make a carnivore and, like, stick it in there. So we'll see how they... I was like, they look really similar. It's because it's the same dinosaur. Duh. So, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to be ready to release, we can make the ACU Center. So, operations... Is it operations ACU Center? Yes. Actually, maybe it would be good if I read out what it was first, wouldn't it? So, ACU Center provides rapid aerial response to park incidents. Dispatch an ACU helicopter to tranquilize dinosaurs. Use the transport teams to transport or sell tranquilized dinosaurs or remove dead dinosaurs. This is basically a place that I can send people off. Now then, where can we put this? Over here, apparently. Turn it around a little bit. Like I say, it's never 100% like straight on, but that'll do. Hope it won't drive me too mad. A little path in here. Really hard to see sometimes. I hope that path is okay. There is a substation over here, which does seem to be...
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends.
Owen!
I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you. Power is something we simply cannot ignore when it comes to our operations. Without power, we don't have any power.
Good to know. So, power stations for power, substations to provide power to nearby buildings to that extend your power range, and make sure that they are connected using pylons. Easy enough. If you play any kind of tactical game like that, you get the idea of power networks and power areas and things like that. In fact, if you play any kind of city building game, you would know that as well. Right, so we are still waiting for this Edmontosaurus, so I think he is ready now. Let's release him. Be free, my little Edmontosaurus. He's very pretty. Oh, look at you. Don't you look gorgeous? You have a lovely face. We are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park. Oh, you are lovely. I like you very much. Have a drink. Okay.
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Okay. So, Dr. Dua would like us to go to dig sites twice. Sometimes we need to widen our net in order to acquire the samples we want. So I can accept that. I can probably go and take another voluntary mission as well, another contract. So I would like to take an entertainment contract this time because I've taken a couple of, like, I've taken science ones, I've taken all sorts of different ones.
Business is good, but it can always be better. Consider this contract.
Incubate, hatch, and release 2 new dinosaurs. Okay. Get more dinosaurs. We're definitely going to need to make, before we have too many more dinosaurs, we're going to need to do something clever with the fences, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to the fences. I'm going to build a fence. At the moment I can't really move the dinosaurs around very much, but what I think I can do is to play with the fences. I thought about this a lot. So I can make a fence, goes all the way through here, and keep the herbivores, so I've got 3 at the moment, on this side of the fence, right? Is that completely up to the... No, it's not. Hang on. It needs to be up to there. Oh, why won't you... You need to snap to there, please. Snap to there. Okay, it's not the most idealist in the world, but we basically have now an enclosure that goes all the way around. So then, what I will probably do here... Well, I can do something with gates, actually. Yeah. This is what we need to do. What we need to do is have like an area where we open the gates in different ways. So, for the dinosaurs. So, for example, we need to put in like a fence sort of round here, say. And this is like the dinosaur entryway. Oh, hang on. No, apparently not. Here, maybe? So this little section here is like the dinosaurs, like, this is like the entryway into the enclosures, right? And so then they can go into here, and that's like a holding pen for them. And then what I'm going to do is put like gates in. Hope this will work. Allows ranger teams to access enclosures. Can be manually opened and closed. We'll see if this works. But I'll put a gate in here for the herbivores. And I'll put a gate in here for the carnivores. And I'm hoping that depending on which one I've got open, they'll be able to run into the main enclosure part. And then that will separate them all out. Because I don't want anyone eating anyone else, okay? No dead dinosaurs, please. Thank you very much. 0 dead dinosaurs so far. So I'm hoping that this will work. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to, like, remove parts of the fence. Just to keep the dinosaurs separate and then rebuild. Seems to be something that I'm perfectly capable of doing, so that's fine. So, we need to research from the research center, ACU reload speed 1. So, research center, research, there we are. Is that a building upgrade maybe? ACU, Ranger station? No, it's not ACU, is it?
The
Ah!
research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
Okay, so research allows you to improve and expand multiple aspects of your facilities. You can research new and improved genes to modify your dinosaurs with. Some items have division reputation requirements that need to be met before they become available. Absolutely fair enough. So, Asset Containment Unit, that's what ACU must stand for. Accuracy, helicopter scheduling, and reload speed. Oh. I've forgotten which one it asked me for. Ah, reload speed. I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. So, research, building upgrades, ACU, reload speed 1. There we are, that's being researched. Lovely stuff. And I'm hoping, really hoping that this will allow, because I'm making sure that they've got drinking areas and things as well. They've got forest and parkland and grassland. So, I mean, eventually I imagine some of the dinosaurs are going to want different things as well. I don't know how happy my Edmontosaurus is. And also, I think they don't have anything to eat right now as well. They seem to be healthy.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
What?
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Yeah. Right, so we'll open the gate. So this does definitely mean that the dinosaurs can get through these gates. That's gate 2. Gate 1 needs to be opened as well.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Okay. Apparently the guests cannot satisfy their thirst. Oh no. We'll sort that out in a minute. Let's get out of this gate area, so...
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time.
T.
Right now, we have our
ACU
hands
helicopter
full.
1. Pilot the helicopter. Oh gee. Okay, space to lift. Alright, okay. Cool. So I have my own helicopter, guys. Where's the dino gone, though? I don't see him. We might need to get up higher. Where is he? 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 I don't like this quest at all. This is a terrible quest. It's probably killed loads of people by now. Can't even see where we went. My ACU center's like well away from the rest of the park. Alright, here he is. Okay. That must be my target. Man, this is not easy to control, is it? Oh, there he is. So select an ACU center using T, assign a task to, or manually pilot the ACU helicopter. What? Assign a task? I could have just assigned a task. Darn it. Use R to switch views. And then aim with your left hand button to fire the dart rifle. Okay. Where's he gone?
Approaching asset.
What's the
Storm forecast received.
where's he gone? It's so difficult to see anything. I could see him running around before. Oh, there he is. Right, okay. Can I zoom in? Lower the helicopter at all?
Shot off target.
I'm surprised it's off target. I can't blink in, see him. Oh look, we can move. Okay, cool. I'm trying, but he's miles away. He's well quick.
Asset hit.
Oh cool, we got him. Okay, so the sedative wasn't enough. Is he down? Where's he gone? He's still running. And do you know what? The blinking gate's still open.
At ease.
Get him? No, he's still running around my park.
Awaiting confirmation of storm dispersal.
Do not like this at all. He's going into dark places where I can't see him. That was a hit. That was definitely a hit. I think that should do it now.
Asset dealt with.
That was only like 4 million darts. I hope we don't have to pay for those. Transport him to the secure enclosure.
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Okay. So T. Oh man, I need to land this darn helicopter back on the thing.
Controls relinquished.
Okay, yeah, so I let him back. Cool. So we need the transport team. And we've got this dinosaur, so I guess... Where is he? He's probably running around by now. Oh, here we are. So that's the moving target. So we need to transport you back to this pen here.
Asset requiring collection.
And it would be really nice if we could just close the gate as well. Let's see how that's working, because, oh my goodness, that was terrible. So, yeah, they're doing this by helicopter, which is great. So they've got like a little thing, a little sling thing for him. I'm sorry, Edmontosaurus. That was mean to have to tranquilize you like that, wasn't it? And they're going to take him back here, and then hopefully
transportation in progress.
They'll run through the buffer area. And through the gates and everything.
I've got something for you, if you're interested.
Increase my facility rating to 1 star. Okay then. I'm sure I could do that. So yeah, I'm quite happy now that... So we've got to make 2 more dinosaurs. So we could make some more Edmontosauruses. We could make some more Struthiomimuses. We could do those. Maybe another Edmontosaurus. There we are. So that's 2 more dinosaurs being made as well. Complete 2 expeditions. Let's go and do that as well. So lots and lots of things that we can do. Oh, stop interrupting me. Oh, security protocol mission is done. That was 1 million. Yes. Storm defense station now available.
And that's
nice.
the job finished. True and square. Look, The thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Okay, so incubating a dinosaur with less than 100% genome can fail.
One of your dinosaurs has failed to incubate. I never said bringing back dinosaurs was gonna be easy.
The viability trait determines the chance of incubation success. Oh, that's really sad. And then one was successful, one wasn't. So success rate upgrades applied to the Hammond Creation Lab will increase viability. Gene modifications and decrease... gene modifications decrease viability. Okay. So if you mess with their genome, it's less viable. If you increase things on the creation lab, that makes them more viable. And if you have more of their genome, that makes them more viable. Gene modifications will increase the incubation costs, but can produce dinosaurs with significant benefits and higher ratings. Fantastic. So, discard you. And release you. We've only got herbivores so far, so I'm just keeping the herbivore pen open. What I need to make sure is that before any carnivores get released, I need to make sure that all the herbivores are out of here, even if I need to do it with the helicopter. Eventually, they're going to all need to go and drink, you see, so I should be able to close the doors when they're ready to drink, and they should be able to get them out of there. So I think it's clear at the moment, so we can close the gate. Actually, I'm going to leave it open because we've still got, still want to incubate another dinosaur, so I'm going to try for another red Edmontosaurus, but I'm also going to try for another one of these guys, just in case the Edmontosaurus fails. Don't see why we shouldn't have lots of nice dinosaurs. People apparently were thirsty as well. Operations, we can now build a storm defense station. Very nice. Okay, so we're releasing 2 dinosaurs, we're completing 2 expeditions. Let's see how we're doing with expeditions. Okay, they've got a minute left on that. And we also need to achieve a facility rating of 1 star. Okay, let's see if we can get any other little contracts. Contract limit reached. Okay, so we can't. We'll be able to once we release our second dinosaur though, which is nearly ready. Off you go, dude. So that basically paid for the failed dinosaur as well. Why are you on low health, mister? I think they're going to need feeding soon. So, show dinosaur statistics are...
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands before.
Seems alright.
On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs.
Ah, he's starving. Okay.
You must take care of your dinosaurs. Their health is of vital importance.
I need to feed them, basically. A Ceratosaurus would make a fine attraction.
Hey, it's Isaac. How you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team. Mine.
The first step is to acquire 50% of the genome of this dinosaur. Okay, cool. 1 million for that. Don't mind that if I do. But we need some way to feed these dinos.
I am all about the show, and with these dinosaurs, we have one unlike any other on the planet. Theme parks rely on drawing people in. And what is more attractive than new dinosaurs? Well, me, of course. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is let's get some fresh dinos in the hopper.
Too close to a dinosaur, apparently. If you're too close to a dinosaur, they can't go and use the feeders. So that's a feeder. They should go and eat, hopefully. Hopefully the one that's really hungry will go and eat. Go and eat something. Go and get some food. There's food there now. Go get some. I don't know if the pen's maybe a bit big and they don't know to go there. I think he's on his way. All dinosaurs need food to survive. Build feeders inappropriate to each dinosaur in their enclosures. All dinosaurs need water to survive. Provide accessible areas of water in each enclosure. And dinosaurs with critically low health can be healed by ranger teams. I don't think he's critically low health. I think he just needs some food. But we might want the ranger team to help. Edmontosaurus, I think, is quite hungry too. This is the sort of thing I would put in like right at the start, but I always have to wait for it to tell me, you know, when it's a tutorial thing. Here he goes. Yay! Go and get something to eat, dude. Good boy. Girl. And we see what gender they are actually. Authenticity, dinosaur rating. Such stats on there. No gender though. Okay. Oh yeah, health is going back up now. They've got some food, which is awesome. Not the Edmontosaurus though. Hang on, what's wrong with you then? Oh right, your food is still in the red. Okay, cool. Once you've eaten enough, you'll be good. So I don't know if the feeders need like redoing or anything. But these guys seem all quite happy in their pen. Having some noms. Okay, I feel happy enough to start naming these guys. So I think we're going to start with some Patreon names. So we're going to call the Edmontosaurus Tristfallen. Gonna have a Struthiomimus called Jessica. Gonna have an Ixius, I think. Do you want a Zangiri? I'm gonna have a Zangiri. Lovely. So you all got names now, I think. Jessica, Ixius, Tristfallen and Zangiri. All living in their little pen together in happiness. Okay, so expeditions. 2 expeditions needed. We haven't even finished 1, apparently. Oh, there's another Edmontosaurus. Hurrah! Fabulous. Off you go, mate. Off you go. I don't know, I think I've still got the herbivore gate open.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious, and who's to argue?
Well, I'll keep them apart then. Oh, Tristfallen's come to say hi! Who are you gonna be there? Trying to think who else is on my Patreon list. There's only certain ones that I remember off the top of my head, so I think Edmontosaurus 2 will have to be named next episode, because we're nearly at the end of the episode anyway, and I'll bring up my my list and make sure I can remember who everybody is and don't leave anybody out. Right, so... expeditions. We've done 1. Insufficient fossil capacity. Oh dear, we better go to the fossil thing. and use up some of our stuff. So this one I can sell. Ah, there we are. That was enough. Oh, Triceratops. I would love a Triceratops. Let's extract that. We're supposed to be doing the other one. So I'll do an expedition specifically to get the Ceratosaurus DNA, because we are supposed to be getting one of those. And that will take some very careful gate management. Well, I don't want my beautiful herbivores being hurt, do I? So yeah, this is the... We'll close the gate here. I am honestly like really tempted to turn the brightness up very slightly. Ugh, I don't know. I'll think about it for next time. It told me how to set the brightness, but I just feel like it's really dim, and I think it's just personal choice. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about the brightness of the game, and whether you think it's bright enough or whether you think it just constantly looks a little bit dark. I think it looks a bit dark. But anyway, I think I'm actually going to leave it there. So next time we'll make a big fat carnivore, and we'll release it into the big fat carnivore side of the facility. So this is the herbivores bit, and that's the carnivores bit. Although the carnivores seem to have quite a lot of space there, but oh well, never mind. I'm sure the herbivores are happy enough. If they don't have enough space, I will just rejig things. I mean, let's have a look at what they think. They're quite happy with the population. They're quite happy with the social. They're comfortable. So they seem alright in the space they've got at the moment. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first episode. And oh,
the Science Division is always on the lookout for ways to improve our bottom line.
So get a small or medium herbivore fossil. We can certainly do that next time. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm getting some Edmontosauruses and some what are these guys? Struthiomimuses into a pen. Hopefully next time we'll be able to get the Triceratops unlocked, and we'll be able to get our first carnivore into the island. Possibly work on a few things for the guests as well, like a couple of maybe sort of places for them to eat and drink and that sort of thing, because they seem to be complaining about that a little bit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the episodes are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.